Okay, my darlings. So today we are going to be using the Star Codes Astro Oracle. I still feel very drawn to this one. So this is what we're going to use for the overall energy or theme. And then we're going to be using the OG, the Little Rider Tarot Weight, Rider Waite Tarot, sorry, to clarify. And then I forget the name of this one because it didn't come with the box and I had to look the name up later. But this is one of my favorite tarots. So this is one we're going to be using to do the actual reading. Okay. And maybe because it's Gemini season, I still feel drawn to be doing masculine and feminine in energy. Oops, that was a terrible shuffle. So let's get to it. Let's get into today's collective. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing to the YouTube channel, to those of you who have been commenting, reacting to the video. I appreciate y'all so much. And a big shout out to everybody who's been subscribing to the Facebook page so y'all can see part 2. I love y'all. Okay, so we're going to start by pulling energy for the masculine, okay? So what's the energy for the masculine? What's the energy for the masculine? The sun, okay. What's the energy for the feminine? Oh, we got 2. What? Look at this, guys. Sun and moon. What the fuck? Sun is masculine, moon is feminine, and 4th house, which is also ruled by the moon. This is crazy. I love it. Solar calm. Wow. Also masculine. Okay. So I'm going to I feel like these are, we don't even have an overall theme because solar calm has to do with the sun, right? Oh, man. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to split it. Feminine and masculine. And feminine and masculine. So we're going to start reading the masculine side, and then we're going to switch over to the feminine, okay? So let's start by reading number 18. The sun. It says the sun's light shines through the teacher, actor, lover, leader, those who use their enthusiasm, warmth, and charisma for a common good. It's time for you to take a center stage. Let the sun's light flow through you and shine, illuminate and energize your surroundings, and use this to be of service. Notice what feeds your vitality and work with it. As you let the sun flow through you, your health will improve. You will draw support to your energy and enthusiasm. Step into your potential. If you're asking about a project, notice how the vitality flows through the design and clear the path. Let the situation be a channel for the sun's energy and feel it take on a life of its own. A challenge. Narcissism is the shadow of the sun's energy, the false belief that I am the center of the universe and you are not. Learn to earn attention and respect rather than demand or expect it. Gift. This sunlit moment is an opportunity to let your ego step out of the way, let the sun's light flow through you, and let spirit do the work. Shine wholeheartedly and share the warmth with friends, family, your community, and the world. Make it an offering. Live the truth. I am the center of the universe, and so are you. Let's read number 16 because I feel like that one goes with it. It's a solar calm. Just appreciate the deep, energizing quiet of this time. Work for steady progress and play the long game. Listen to your muse and support the arts. Take a creative approach and work towards positive change within the systems that are now in place with a gentle, steady pressure. Find like minds and grow those deep connections. Listen to the quieter voices that are not usually heard, whether this is the whispering voice of your intuition or the subtle voice of the introverts or underrepresented. In romantic relationships, hold hands and look for places of quiet refuge together. Build relationships now that will help you to manifest needed changes when the tide turns and the sun activates. Challenge. It is not the time to push ahead or spark change. If you try to motivate practical change in your life or try a totally new approach, it can feel like trying to light a match in the fog. Be patient and the fog will clear in time. Gift. Meditation helps. Turn down the noise of the outer world and listen with clarity to the knowing within. Let go of the details of the story and feel a call to spirit, to connection, and to the interconnectedness of all existence. In this quiet clarity, you can see far away to the distant stars and come to understand the overarching patterns. So on the masculine side, we have either a resistance to stepping into the light because that's what's being encouraged. Somebody who's not wanting to step out into being visible, basically. And the downside could be the possibility of, I know it used the word narcissism, but it's extreme, right? But selfishness, ego-driven behavior. Solar calm, there's a lot of lack of clarity right now, especially in the masculine's life. So it's advising to not make any major changes right now. Wait until more clarity comes through. Okay, now let's look at number 19, the moon. It says, first, perceive what unspoken emotional inner calling and patterns drive you. Look to your own moon sign. When you cooperate with your moon's emotional motivation, you'll find it easier to walk in harmony with your path. Next, investigate the needs and wants of those around you. The emotions underneath the surface actually run this show. Those primary drivers are expressed through habits and actions, nuance and expression, rather than through words. Look for that underground ocean. It carries the soul's energy. Speak to the insecurities that slow this process. Act in a way that helps others feel nurtured, warm, and emotionally connected. Make them feel at home. Tend the food, water, and home base. Like the moon, the energy in this situation will wax and wane. So assess the current phase and work with those cycles. Challenge. Look to feelings rather than logic to move the situation forward. Notice any strange responses to anxiety, touchy personal defenses, nepotism, xenophobia, subjectivity, or insecurity, either in your motivation or in those around you. Tend to the fear that lies underneath these behaviors. Gift. You are one with the ebb and flow. Watch what sign the moon occupies each day and let the moon teach you about its phases. Align yourself with those tides and make your life easier. And then 42, fourth house home. Come home and make it a sanctuary. Create a place to renew and to live an intimate, authentic life. Home is an emotional space more than a physical address, but both matter. In the practical realm, it may be time to renovate, reorganize, or move in the physical realm, or to negotiate boundaries with a roommate. Create a home that feels safe and renewing at the end of the day, where you are truly off stage so you can drop your guard and refill your wells. The fourth house also speaks of existential homesickness, of a longing for a home you've never had. If you don't have a map from childhood to create sanctuary, make one. Be ready to do the next layer of therapy or tend to some work around family karma. Think about how you would like to have been parented rather than how you were parented, and use that as a model for self-care. In the spiritual realm, build or visualize a meditation place, a portable sanctuary that can be your home to your spiritual practice. Explore the quiet depths of your meditation. Drop down to your hara, to your center of gravity, and renew your connection to the earth beneath, the sky above, and spirit within. If you're asking about a project, check that it is well situated. Make sure the people involved feel safe and have a healthy work-life balance. On all these levels, develop a healthy approach to bring a project to conclusion. Know when to stop. Challenge. Let your home be a sanctuary that helps you prepare to deal with the world, not a place in which you hide from the world. Gift. A sanctuary within your soul and safe surroundings in which to renew. Allow you to regenerate, find your center, and greet the world afresh. So, where one person is afraid to step into the light, possibly, and yet they may still feel they're the center of the universe. The other person may be trying to avoid their emotions because they're saying, no, step into the emotional undertow, and then don't hide from the world. Don't use home as a hiding place, use it as a sanctuary. So this is interesting. This is going to be an interesting read. Let's get into it, okay? Again, guys, thank you so much for commenting, reacting to the video, subscribing. All of those things mean so much to me, and sharing the video as well. All right, let's start. Give me the first set for the masculine, please. The first set. We've got Queen of Pentacles. First set for the masculine. Knight of Cups. First set for the masculine. Two of Cups. Ooh, that one fell. Hold on. and Three of Cups. Okay. Overall energy. The Three of Wands. Interesting, interesting. So, Three of Wands. This would tell me that the masculine is waiting for something. Three of Wands is once you've done a certain amount of work and you're just sitting back waiting for your ships to come in. So the masculine could be waiting for something. That's why it's showing the fear of stepping into the light. They may be waiting for, hold on. I feel like this cable, I keep hitting the cable. It's not the actual camera I'm hitting. Okay, there we go. So, Queen of Pentacles. This could be the feminine. This is who they're waiting for. Knight of Cups, they might be waiting for a love offer. They might be waiting for her to renew the connection. They're waiting for reconciliation. We've got Three Cups at the Two of Cups. There's sadness, grief, because she, like, waiting for her to reach out. And meanwhile, they're sitting there in grief. Six of Cups. There's almost like a hope that the connection that they've built with this feminine is so strong that will be what brings her back to them. I forgot I'm doing this type of format. So let's go ahead and clarify. Let's start by clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Interesting. Two of Swords. Seven of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. Again. Wow. And the Emperor. Look. This is really interesting to me because the Queen of Pentacles is here twice. So it could be the same person, but it could also be two different Queens of Pentacles. And I believe it is two different queens, because we did get three several times. We've got the Three of Cups here. Actually, Three of Cups here, Three of Cups here, Three of Wands. And then we show this masculine indecisive. So I'm going to say it's two different queens. So this King of Pentacles is indecisive because they're both showing up as Queen of Pentacles, which means he's not sure who his true match is. He feels he matches with both of them. So this is why he's waiting. It's like he's in this energy of, I'm not going to make a decision because I don't want to make the wrong decision. So I'm just going to let them decide. So this is like the masculine stepping back and allowing the feminines to hash it out between them. Like, let's see, not between them, because it's not like he's pitting them against each other, but he's mentally pitting them against each other in the sense of, well, whichever one comes towards me, that's the one I'm going to move forward with, because then I didn't make the decision, they did. Which is really interesting because they're showing up in Emperor energy. So I think that they have the potential to be an Emperor, but this is not Emperor behavior to me, because this is somebody who is trying to avoid taking responsibility for the possibility of failure. Yeah, see, this is somebody who's being overly cautious. They want love. They're just not sure who love will come from or who they should invest in. They're confused. They may have multiple offers, but these two queens are the main contenders. So the way that they're dealing with it is, how about I just wait? That's why they're waiting. I just wait for whichever queen wants to make a move, wants to come towards me with love. That's the queen that will be my match. Interesting. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. Clarify Knight of Cups. Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. One more for the Knight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles and the Star. Yeah, I'm gonna chalk it up to being afraid of failure. Hold on, let me drink some water. Yeah, so this masculine wants the happily ever after, right? They want the ultimate emotional fulfillment. But there's one specific queen that they feel is a really good match, and yet, actually, no. Let me rephrase that. They see both queens as really good match, but both of these queens are also quite independent. And both of them are a handful in their own way. They're going to be different, right? So that's why this masculine is confused, because he's sitting here thinking, well, it doesn't matter which one I pick. Both of them are going to require a lot of work, a lot of energy. So in a way, they're both my dream come true, but in different ways. And they've both put up this, they may have been aware of each other, or they may have realized that they were being played against each other. So they're both in this energy of like, no, you pick. You make a decision, which is complicating things for this King of Pentacles, because he was kind of counting on them making the choice, and then he wouldn't have to pick. Because honestly, I think if it was up to him, he'd have both of them. The irony. Okay. Let's look at the Two of Cups. Clarify Two of Cups. Ooh, oh, I don't like that the Magician flipped over. Magician in reverse. Chariot, Ten of Swords, Strength card, Eight of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this masculine is kind of definitely in the energy of holding back. We get that twice. He's trying to be, I'm sorry. If you resonate with this masculine, I'm not trying to rag on you, but this is what it shows, right? The Magician literally flipped over. You're being manipulative. And the thing about this is manipulation is a survival tactic that's learned in our childhood. So you may not be aware that you're being manipulative, but you're holding back, and you're in this energy masculine of, well, I'm going to go then. Y'all hear me? I'm walking out. But it's the energy of, I have to be strong and not open up to either one of these feminines. Have to keep going because they've hurt me. They've both hurt me in different ways. And now they want me to come back. No, I won't. But it has a lot to do. See, the Leo energy keeps showing up. The Sun card came out. This could be somebody who has Leo energy, masculine. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. We also have a lot of water energy here. This is Cancer energy, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius energy. Either way, the Strength card here is shown not as dignity, not as pride, but yeah, more as pride, more as ego. Like, I will not let them defeat me. But this is creating issues because Eight of Swords is like creating mental blockages that don't exist. So if you're the masculine, you're in the energy of, I won't let them know. I won't let them know how much they've affected me. I'm not going to let them know how I feel like everything has ended. Yeah, there's a lot of pride here. A lot of, that's why this card came out. A lot of ego, because this is like forgetting how this is influencing these queens and focusing on how it's influencing them, the masculine. Not really caring, really, about how it's this situation is affecting other people. It's more about, well, like, well, this is causing me pain. Okay, what about the other people involved? How is it going for them, do you think? To be put in a competition. Clarified Three of Cups. Page of Wands. Clarified Three of Cups. Three of Pentacles, Judgment, Page of Pentacles. And we keep getting that 3 and the Sun. Because this is like this masculine doesn't mind the third party. Because like I said, they want both queens. So when they're being made to choose, they're like, no, I will not choose, because they want both of them. So they're going to flirt with both people. They're going to build with both people. They're going to work, well, I wouldn't say a lot, because they're showing up with Page of Pentacles energy. They're going to want to bring back to life both situations, but it's because they're in a very self-centered energy. They're only focusing on how this is affecting them. They're only focusing on how they feel about the situation. So they're not putting in a lot of energy. Because it's almost like both queens put their foot down. And this masculine is like, well, I don't know who y'all think you're putting your foot down on. I'm the man here. I have the last say. I just don't know that this is... I don't think this is going to go the way the masculine thinks it's going to go. I have a feeling. Let's see. Let's look at the feminine side. Give me a full set. Give me the first set for the feminine. 8 of Wands. Set for the feminine. 9 of Wands. Wow, a lot of wand energy. 7 of Cups. Last one for the feminine. Ooh. That one nearly fell. And the World. Ooh. Oh boy. Okay. Overall energy. 7 of Pentacles. So remember when I said I don't think this is going to go the way the masculine thinks it's going to go? One of these feminines is going to communicate with this masculine. And they're going to make it clear that they're done. They're putting up boundaries because of the lack of clarity, because of the lack of, they never know where they stand. They never know what they are to this king. And they're done. The World card. It's coming full circle. They feel like they've been going in circles and it's just a repeat thing, which honestly, I would say is a tactic being used. Almost like with 7 of Pentacles, it's like maybe this Emperor masculine was in the energy of like, well, I want to invest in you, but I don't know. I have to see if you're worth my investment. So almost like he was making them prove themselves. But I think that once they realized, somebody here realized that there was a, there was a similarity. Like one of the one of the feminines realized, I think that they have me in competition with someone else. This is the feminine that realized it. And when they realized it, they were like, oh no. They put up a barrier. They ended the situation because they kept realizing that this is like a masculine that was like, well, I don't know if I should invest in you. Should I? Show me why I should invest in you. And she might have been working her ass off to show him. And then she realized I'm just being played. Let's see. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups. One more for the Eight of Wands. Knight of Swords. So Eight of Wands indicates communication, right? So something that they would tell the feminine that's showing up in this reading was something along the lines of, I don't want to commit right now. I'm not ready. I'm just a knight, you know? Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future I want to commit, just not right now. But I definitely see you worth my investment. I'm just not sure I want to commit right now. But one day I do. So it was kind of like this roundabout way of saying, in the future, I will commit in you. They just wouldn't say those exact words. For now, they were just going to have a good time. And for a long time, I think this particular feminine, Queen of Cups, fell in love with them and was willing to prove to them that she was worth their investment. Like, okay, so when they do give me commitment, or when they are ready for commitment, they'll give it to me because I've been here for them. Clarify Nine of Wands. Hold on. Clarify the Nine of Wands. Clarify the Nine of Wands. Oh, King of Cups in reverse. Damn. Y'all saw where that flipped over. Judgment. And the King of Pentacles. Page of Swords. You know what? We definitely have two different queens. So the Queen of Pentacles is one queen, and the Queen of Cups is the other queen. Okay, now we cleared that up. So King of Pentacles had a match with the Queen of Pentacles. But the Queen of Cups has both Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles energy into them. So with this queen, this king was over here like, yeah, I'm just not ready to settle down. I'm not ready to commit. But that's because they had a whole other commitment somewhere else. They couldn't commit to her. But the fact that the Page of Swords is here with the King of Cups in reverse is this person was very good with words. They're really good at, how do I put this? This is somebody who will omit truths and will give half truths, but they don't consider themselves a liar because they're like, well, I just didn't tell them the full situation. Even though that is a lie, right? Omitting the truth is equal to a lie. They won't see it that way though. Because King of Cups in reverse is somebody, again, who has learned to use manipulation for survival. They just don't realize that they're almost like they don't realize they're doing it. And if you were to call them out, it would trigger them because they're like, what are you talking about? I'm not a liar. But they are. So with Judgment card, I think the Queen of Cups is the one that at some point put up the barrier. She realized this. King of Cups, Queen of Cups are a match too. But she realized they're a match to this other queen. So what am I doing here? And she put up a barrier. She set boundaries. Clarify Seven of Cups. Ooh, Strength card in reverse. Clarify Seven of Cups. And there's no reversals in this deck. They're reversing as they flip out, which is interesting. One more for the Seven of Cups. She put up barriers or boundaries because she realized she was being played. She was being a fool. Strength card in reverse means that at some point she didn't feel she had the strength to set boundaries. Seven of Cups, she was really confused. She wasn't sure what was happening. She was in the energy of like, no. I'm sure they love me. I'm sure they're building with me. She didn't want to admit it. Because this is somebody she saw as her king. Even if reality, they were giving her knight energy. This is a karmic connection for this queen. And it took her time. It took her time to realize that. It took her time that she was being, took her time to realize she was being weak, that she was allowing this to happen. Because here's what's interesting about this. People will be manipulative, right? But when we know that they're being manipulative and we don't call them out, then that means we are allowing it to happen. So she might have seen it, but she was like, no, I'm sure that they don't mean it like that. I'm sure that's not what's happening. I'm sure, like, she kept excusing that. Okay. Then at this point, you really have no one to blame but yourself. Because as Queen of Cups, she could see what was happening. Clarify the world. Clarify the world. And there we go. She ended it. She finally got to that place where that strength card flipped over, I'm guessing. Clarify the world. Yep. Yes. Yes, bitch. Yes. One more for the world. Or several. Wow. Okay. So what caused the change in this queen? She realized what a toxic connection this was. She realized that this was actually harmful to her. There was nothing, she wasn't getting anything out of this. So when she started examining why is this happening, she put it into it because she realized I'm not giving myself value. I'm allowing somebody to put me, almost like they were using her like, think of it like this, like a little jar that's full of goodies, right? But you're not gonna, it's only a snack. You're not gonna eat that all the time. She was a jar of goodies. They would come and get the jar when they wanted something out of it. Then they would go and put it back on the shelf when they're done. And then when they're ready, they'll come back again. The Empress is not a jar of goodies. The Empress is everything. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, dessert, everything in between. Hold on. Excuse me. So she's sitting here realizing I am in love with this person. And at one point I felt they loved me too. But I'm realizing they're still searching for their person. I'm not their person. And neither is the other queen, because if she was their queen, they wouldn't be over here giving me this level of interaction. They're still searching for their perfect someone. And meanwhile, they're playing with me, with this queen. And she ended it. She wisened up. She stepped into the energy of understanding. She stepped into the energy of, okay, facing her emotions. Because for a long time, again, she knew it was happening and she kept avoiding it. Like, no, they're not manipulating. They wouldn't. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that to me. And she finally woke up. Because yes, they were. All right, let's look at the masculine. Next set. Next set for the masculine. Strength. Six of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. So, and Ace of Cups. So they realized that she stepped into her power. This one, the Queen of Cups. They realized she stepped into her power. She's letting go. But they show up with the Four of Pentacles. They show up not wanting to let her go. They show up not wanting to release her. This is why it's important she step into her power. Because if it's up to this king, they're not going to let her go. Because what she's giving them is the goodies, right? They enjoy that. Whatever the goodies means, whether it means sex or whether it just means attention, affection, love, or all of the above. Whatever she was giving them, they liked receiving that. So to them, they're like, why should I let go of my little jar of goodies? I don't get it. Eight of Cups. So I think that this person is so confident, a little too confident in the hold that they have over this queen, that they felt like, she'll be back. She loves me too much. She has such high emotion for me, it overflows. They know because of all she gave them. So they're in the energy of, yeah, she'll be back. It'll be all right. Oh, okay. Confident, are we? Let's look at the Strength card. Two of Wands, the Lovers. Clarify Strength card. One more for the Strength card. Five of Wands. With the Strength card again. So this is interesting because the masculine is under the impression that the only reason that this queen got the strength to step away, they feel that she must have somebody else on the side. Because you know that saying, el león piensa que todos son de su condición. The lion thinks everyone is like him. So this masculine was juggling two queens, right? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. So what he would possibly do is when he was upset with the Queen of Pentacles, he would come to the Queen of Cups. And when he was upset with the Queen of Cups, he would go to the Queen of Pentacles. So he's thinking everybody's like him, right? He's projecting. So he's saying, oh, she got the strength to walk away from me. I wonder who she's got on the side. They immediately assume this Queen of Cups is doing the same thing they're doing, of juggling them with someone else. So Two of Wands, they're thinking, okay, so right now she's over here going towards this other person, but you know what? They're going to fight, and then she's going to come back to me. Because, you know, I come back to her every time I get into an argument with the Queen of Pentacles, and I come to the Queen of Pentacles every time I get into an argument with her. So I'm just going to wait for them to fight, and then she'll come back to me. Boy, they had it all figured out. In fact, Five of Wands at the Two of Wands is a Seven of Wands. She might have even blocked them. And again, they're thinking it's coming from a place of, it's because right now she's trying to be loyal to her person. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll see y'all when y'all fight. Because when y'all get into an argument, I know you're going to come to me. That's this masculine's mentality. Clarify Six of Swords. Ten of Swords. I'm hearing a Mexican song in my head, but Eight of Pentacles. It's called El Tiempo Pasa, which is time passes. And I think time is passing and more time is passing and she's not reaching out. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, yeah. I think it's starting to sink in to this masculine that it wasn't a temporary thing. Because that's what they thought. They thought this is temporary. She's in her feels right now. Now they're getting to the point where they're realizing it might be over. Because more and more time passes. And it doesn't matter what they do to distract themselves. It doesn't seem like this offer is coming back. So the song, the way the song goes, El tiempo pasa y no te puedo olvidar. Te traigo en mis pensamientos constante, mi amor. So the way it's saying is, time passes and I can't forget you. I've got you constantly on my mind, my love. And so on and so forth. So I feel like as time passed, they were like expecting her to show up, expecting her to hurt enough to want to come back to them because somebody else hurt her. And they're getting to the point where they're realizing, you know, I think that this was actually final. I think that she's not coming back because she's not. So they didn't believe her. When she put the boundaries, when she walked away, they didn't take it seriously. Clarify Four of Pentacles. She might have done that before and then come back, which is why they might not have taken it seriously. They thought she was being dramatic. Clarify Four of Pentacles. They thought she was either being dramatic or it was a cry for attention or something. That's how they interpreted it. Ace of Swords. Clarify Four of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Wow. Whole clump. Okay. So we've got the Ace of Swords, Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Six of Wands, Death card, Justice card, and the Five of Cups. Oh, now they're feeling it. Now they're feeling it because what they realized, the truth that came through to them is that they did love her. It was mutual. And that connection was an equal give and take. And they feel like with her, they reached the ultimate level of emotional fulfillment. She made them feel good. She adored them. She put them on a pedestal. And everything she gave them caused transformation in them. But I still think that this indicates it was karmic. And they may not be ready to accept that yet. Because Four of Pentacles, they're still holding on to her. Energetically, they're still holding on to her. They still think like, maybe this can be fixed. Maybe we can make this right. Because they don't like being without her. Let's look at the Eight of Cups. No, those just slipped out. Clarify Eight of Cups. Three of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Cups. The Devil and the Strength card. With the World. So Eight of Cups is wake up time. It's time to wake up. They're realizing this is not a drill. She meant it. She walked away. And now I'm sitting here with a heartache. But it's interesting to me because it's like the more they realize that she was serious and that she really closed the cycle, the more obsessed they get with bringing it back. The more they're like, no, I refuse to let her go. I refuse. I'm going to hold on. But I think that it's coming out of ego because if this was love, they would have already made a move. Because love doesn't act out of ego. Infatuation may do so, but not love. And the fact that they're sitting here in their ego tells me they don't really love her. They may not realize that. I think what they loved was what she gave them. The little jar of goodies that they got from her. That's what they loved. They don't love her, because they would not have put her in this position if they did. Next set. Two of Swords. Next set. The Feminine. Two of Wands. Ten of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. With the Page of Swords. So, Page of Swords. I think that she hasn't fully let go. And I think the reason that these cards came up for her is because she is running from this connection. But she hasn't been able to fully put it behind her. Why? Because she hasn't tapped into the emotions of why she was drawn to this person in the first place. She has not addressed that. If this person was somebody who was married and using her, then what Spirit wants her to say, if you really want to put an end to this, if you really want to put this behind you, you've got to open up the part inside of you that is attached to somebody like that. Why would you be attached to somebody like that? What about them is attractive to you? Make a list and figure out where those characteristics became attractive to you. When? It's almost like they're asking her to do shadow work, which is very connected to the moon. Because of the Page of Swords, she's still curious about this person. She still maybe watches them. She still maybe spies on them in some way. And the universe is like, if you really want to let this go, you've got to tap into your emotions. You've got to stop running from it and figure it out. Because at the Two of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Hanged Man, she's got to flip this around. Right now, she's still in the energy of blocking the emotion, but she hasn't dived into the emotion. Two of Wands, she's constantly keeping herself busy. But the universe is like, so you're never going to rest? You're going to be running from this all the time instead of facing it? And with the Hanged Man, instead of standing still energetically, the universe is like, we can teach you to look at it from a totally different perspective. But you have to be willing to look at the emotion. You have to be willing to dive in and figure out what part of you is attracted to this person. Clarify Two of Swords. Eight of Cups. Page of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, sorry. Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. With the Nine of Cups. So the universe is calling her out a little bit. Because the Nine of Cups, it's still her wish that this king reach out to her. She's still waiting for it, which is why she hasn't really moved on. She's turned her back to them. She's walked away. And yet there's still a... Think of it like this. Think of it like somebody who was so attached to this that they had like 10 energy cords between themselves and this king. They cut 9. But there's still the one. That one energy cord they left open. So they don't want to lose that last connection to this king, which maybe, lets them know how this king is feeling. That could be how they're spying. And the universe is like, see, you're still not ready to accept the finality of this. You're still... The Five of Pentacles, it's like this is not willing to be without this king fully. because that would be too painful. So almost like creating a little opening so that this king can come through. So they're still waiting for him, which is why he's in this energy of like, yeah, they'll be back, because he can probably feel it. So if the feminine gets angry at his narcissism, at his ego, she's feeding it. So maybe stop feeding his ego. Clarify Two of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Ten of Wands. Hanged Man. Queen of Pentacles. If you identify with the feminine, we're going to have us a little conversation, because the feminine is still waiting for this masculine to come through with his assurance that with time he would commit. They're still waiting on victory. They haven't released the connection to this masculine. They're waiting for the masculine to release this Queen of Pentacles. Their ego is caught up as well, which means that they're really not looking at this masculine as the person that is playing them. They're almost blaming the Queen of Pentacles for the masculine playing them, which is really a terrible attitude. I'm just going to be real. Because this Queen of Pentacles is not, I don't care. I really don't care what you're going to tell me about, oh, she's got him like this. I don't care. Because I'm going to tell you what. A true emperor would be able to get out of any situation. There would be no force on earth that could keep an emperor away from the person they love, if they really, truly loved that person. So if the Queen of Pentacles is I don't care if she's manipulative, I don't care if she's codependent, I don't care if she's frail, it doesn't matter what she is. There's no force on earth that could keep this masculine away if they really loved this Queen of Cups. I said what I said. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Five of Cups, Page of Wands, Hierophant, Ace of Wands. Yeah, this queen still feels passion for this king, because the life that they had imagined in their head with this king was such an amazing life that the idea of letting it go is still too painful, too burdensome. They're still like, I don't know, for all I know, Spirit's going to give me this masculine, and then we'll live happily ever after, and they'll come through and marry me, but they got to step away from that queen because she's the one holding him back, because like, this is somebody who's persuading themselves that this king still loves them. They're just going to walk away from this queen, and then they can have their new beginning, which is why they haven't let go. They have not released. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Clarify Hangman. King of Swords came out sideways. We're going to put him up right. Clarify Hangman. Four of Wands. One more. Two of Cups. Five of Swords. Oof, the full card flipped out from underneath, but I think this is going to be a hard message to listen to, but I'm going to say it anyways, because that's my job. This Queen of Cups is even imbuing this King of Swords with amazing qualities. She's saying, oh, it's because he wants to do the right thing. That's why. If he was so focused on doing the right thing, why is he messing with the Queen of Cups? It's because he's running a whole household. So this means he lacks boundaries. That means he lacks self-worth, because that means he's doing all the work. What about the Queen of Pentacles? No, it's because this king loves me. If he loved you, he would not be connected to someone else. I'm not sure what part of that you guys are missing. Five of Swords. The feminine has her ego just as locked into this as she's blaming the masculine having his ego. This is two ways, honey. Both people are just as egotistical. So temperance is the advice. You want to get past this? Temper that ego. Pull that, look at that, Queen of Wands. Yep, pull that ego out of the equation. Stop trying to blame the Queen of Pentacles for this king not coming to you. And blame yourself, really, for staying connected to somebody like this. Blame yourself for still building this fantasy in your head that this masculine loves you, that they will come to you. Because I don't see it happening. And if it does, they're not going to be letting go of the Queen of Pentacles. If they do come towards you, they're going to want both of y'all, which is why they're not making a move. They're letting things play out. I'm going to stop part 1 here. If you've already subscribed to the link below that says for part 2, then I'll see you on the other side. If not, if you've enjoyed this part, please make sure to react to the video, comment, even if it's just a little emoji, that helps my algorithm. And make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's totally free. Click on the little bell and get all the notifications so that you never miss anything I upload, okay? Love you guys. Bye-bye.